Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into the Nintendo Drive. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Or if you're getting cozy and listening to us on your podcast feed, make sure you're following and leaving us nice reviews. You can also support the show on Patreon and pick up some awesome merch. Links to those and more are in the description, but let's get the show started.
Hi guys. Hi. Oh, hi, Lachlan. What are you doing there, Lachlan? Holding like a little Pikachu?
I'm doing what they did in Pokémon Presents. I'm posing next to all of the graffiti art that you can pose in whatever location that was at.
Oh yeah. We could do what we should have done instead of watching the Pokémon Presents and just sleep. We could have just done that instead.
Wow.
But anyway, I don't mean to start off so salty.
Wow, no kidding. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys. I am happy to be here with you tonight because I have been awake for a very long time.
Same.
I woke up very early to watch that stupid Pokemon Presents, and it was not good. So I'm a little crunchy tonight, if I'm being honest. So I'm happy to be with y'all. Hi.
It's the best way to turn around your day, the Nintendo Drive.
That's right.
Seth and Lachlan and Sean.
Oh no!
Oh no! Yeah. Hey! Speaking of Australia, I was just catching up on the House of Mario podcast and listened to a sleepover episode of you just having a sleepover with handsome Drew over there. Man, that was super. It was probably like months ago that you guys had that conversation.
It was.
Yeah. But I just wanted to say right off the top that I really enjoyed it, and I'm kind of going back down the rabbit hole of the House of Mario. So. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
It's Australian.
Yeah, no. I would love to see the Australian version of the Kool-Aid guy.
Kool-Aid man.
It'd be a lot thinner. It would just be like a thin pitcher
so
and like handsome.
Just swatting off like giant spiders and crocodiles and
koalas and
what a champagne flute of Kool-Aid.
Oh
Kool-Aid
man,
champagne man would be good. Yeah, it was a great time. We recorded that at least a month ago. It was probably closer to 2 months ago.
It holds up.
Yeah, I think so. And that episode was like, what? I can't be like happy with it holding up.
No, she's laughing at me. Like, who says it holds up? Like, what does that even mean?
Like, it's a podcast. Like,
of course it holds up. No, because like it was a lot of it, a good chunk of it anyway, is like a post-mortem on like Tears of the Kingdom sort of thing. So, but no, it was great. We chatted. Recorded for like 3 hours, then we talked for like another 3 hours after. I mean, we just sat and chatted I could talk to that dude for hours. He's so great. Everybody please listen to the House of Mario. Drew works so hard and makes such a high quality show that like I look at the amount of the amount of attention that he deserves compared to this. I'm like, how he should be doing like way better than we are, at least. You know what I mean? So
definitely. Well, pulling the curtain back all the way, we were just we're on the Melon call here. We're on our video conferencing software, and I'm flipping through like YouTube shorts, and then I went like halfway through it. Oh snap! It's 7:00. Like we gotta go live. So like enough of that. Roll the video. We're doing the thing, man. So yeah, that's how we get started.
To pull the curtain even further, Sean, I don't know if you can see us, like Seth and I, or Seth, are you?
You're right in front of me. Yeah, no, I can see you.
No, which one of y'all is running the Melon? Okay, can you see us like when we're like in the
Bear? You're off to the side. And there's like a buttons over top of you. Yeah.
If you would have watched me, Sean, like my headphones, the cord got stuck under my chair and I had to like get up and I'm like sitting here in panic mode. This is when it's in the like countdown screen for all of y'all. So you have no idea what's going on, but like I'm back here like move. I'm like telling my dog to move out of the way and I'm like trying to carefully get my headphones like untangled from my chair.
I'm so that glad you didn't hurt yourself.
Doesn't like fall over.
Yeah.
You really could have injured yourself. Yeah.
It was an epidemic, but I sat here like right in time for
by the time, and you like were posed with the Pikachu and everything.
Yeah, you were ready. No kidding.
Pulled it together. Like, what can I grab? And I was like this.
Impressive. No, I'm impressed.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
As long as you didn't panic. Impressed. No panicking. Well, it's funny because I was thinking, as I hit the button, which was a choice, like that was definitely, I could have not done that. I could have said like, hey guys, maybe it's time we start the show.
Are we ready?
Like a normal, maybe? Are we ready? Yeah. Ready to go. Hit the button. And as I hit it, I'm like, we've made it. We're at this point in our friendship, in our podcast together that I just like, no warning, aside from the fact that it's scheduled for this time, just hit the button. We're going live on the internet. People will be here. Who cares? Let's just do
doing it live.
Or we can set up like 4 different camera angles for ourselves and record in 4K with a drone following us around like Drew on the farm. Like what an amazing specimen. Holy cow. Love that, man.
I agree. That's where I'm at with him. I'm just in awe of him a lot of the time.
Yeah, I want to be him.
I mean, I would love to be Drew. Yeah. Like, could you imagine? Anyways.
Life.
Anywho.
Hi everybody. Good to see y'all. We did have a Pokemon Presents this morning. We're gonna pin it as we like to do.
There it is. Pin it. Yeah.
Pin it. Pin it for later. I wanna, we should start by talking about some video games. Have y'all been playing some video games this week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have?
Lachlan, do you want to go? I wanted to start with the physical, actually, you guys.
Oh, go ahead.
And for the youths listening and watching at home, gather around. Grandpa's going to tell you a story. Once upon a time, video games. They came with a booklet full of instructions.
Yeah,
an instruction booklet. This is for the game 2012's The Last Story on the Wii. And I could tell you all about the game. I'm a couple hours in, but I just wanted to call out. Remember when this happened? Like, this feels great. I opened up this case, and inside, obviously, the disc, and I'll talk about that in a second. But also, like, this hefty book. There's a lot of pages here, and I live in Canada, so there's like French pages in here as well. Like, you got your controls, and there's all sorts of different control styles with the nunchuck, and they also, by the way, they've got the rubber on the. They tell you to put the rubber on, so that's
good. Love to see that.
You can play with the classic controller. Remember those things, you guys? Remember the classic controllers with the cord that came out the wrong side of it? That was very strange as well. But this is an action RPG, JRPG, created by the guy I think who made Final Fantasy. Is that right, Seth? Do you know anything about this game?
I think that's right.
Do I know anything about this game?
I know a little about that game. I have not played it either, but I think that's correct. Yes.
I've never played it before. For some reason, I bought it. I think it was because it was one of the last games that came out for the Wii. Like in 2012, it would have been like right before the incredible Wii U was unleashed upon the world. I'm losing Lachlan at every moment here.
Well,
what's going on?
Every passing
you act
moment.
like you don't know anything about it. There's a booklet, Sean. Did you read
That's true. I didn't read it. It's just here, and I appreciate it.
Like this about this booklet.
This is from Mistwalker. I thought so. Yeah, Mistwalker is the team that Hironobu Sakaguchi.
Blue Dragon.
Yeah, Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey.
Yep.
Yeah. Nobuo Uematsu. Yeah.
So I'm playing this game because I decided to. That's really what it boils down to. And I started it up, and I'm like, I'm not sure I see like the hook yet. I've met the damsel in distress, so there's something going on there. There's a big wedding. There's some medieval kind of setting. But I'm really concerned. This might just be a 2012 thing. But one of the main party members, her name. Hang on, let me look up her name here in the instruction
booklet.
In the booklet.
Couldn't do that with the modern
name. Her name is Seren. Yeah, it's right here. It's just like lick the finger and turn the page.
Yeah,
that was so gross. The slurp. Oh my goodness. Seren she's a badass, but she is a full-blown absolute alcoholic, and I'm concerned about it. You go out, you have your battle, like you're fighting off these bosses. You definitely have at the start of the game kind of like a Gandalf versus Balrog kind of moment. You shall not pass, and you break the bridge and the thing falls down, and it's great. It's a good moment in all its blurry 480p greatness of the Wii. And so you win the day, you win the battle, you go back to the tavern, and she's just like, let's get hammered, and everything she's talking about is like getting wasted. And I'm a little concerned about I'm concerned for the youths. Okay. So 18 plus, I don't care what it says on this is teen. That's the thing. It's rated T for teen. And it's just like, she can't stop talking about getting hammered. There's not enough booze in the tavern. She literally drinks it dry, you guys. Pretty
she wipes
concerning.
Them clean, huh? Wipes them out?
Pretty concerning.
Those are her coping mechanisms, Sean.
Yeah, who am I to judge? She's going through some stuff. She's got her demons. Okay, maybe I'll be able to support her through this. It's still early on. Maybe she'll turn a corner. I have to say, and again, maybe I'm judging a book on its cover or a game on its cover. This was not the game I was expecting. Like, this is a very like lovely and serene kind of
elegant.
Yes, beautiful,
ornate.
This is an action game, dude, with Wii controls, which is kind of not great, but I'm kind of enjoying it still. It's got a lot of weird quirkiness to it. I'm a couple hours in, but this has been on my backlog for a decade. So I'm really proud of myself. This wasn't a tournament bracket thing or anything, but yeah, man. So the last story has a book and an alcoholic. I'll tell you more next week. Stay here on the Nintendo Drive.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
For the latest news about the last story.
Oh my, Miles of Amanda, I'm too young for that. Yeah, be careful. Okay, there's some mature themes in this year. I was not warned about this. Mature themes. The RPG Cave did not warn me about the alcoholism in this. So that's what I'm here for, you guys. I'll give you the heads up. So the last story, that's what I'm playing. And Baldur's Gate for some reason, but that's for another show.
Dude, I popped into your stream for that you did over the weekend, and the stream had been going for an hour and a half, and you were still on the character creator.
Yeah, man.
I was like, oh my god.
The best part of that could have been the game. I would pay $20 for a legit just character creator, and then that's it. I want more of that, please. Like, give me all the cool backgrounds and the classes, and give me a Drellesh, like an AI Drellesh. Our friend in the community, if there could just be like somebody to just walk you through that'd be great. Because I kind of had a bit of a Sherpa doing the whole thing.
Clippy.
Exactly. It looks like you're trying to create a paladin.
Just
pops up.
Drellesh just pops up, and he's just like the voice behind you, just like, maybe add a little more gray to the hair.
Yes.
You know? And
This one really seems to speak to you. Yeah.
You don't have to do that shot if you don't want to.
Think about the story behind the scar on your eye.
Oh my God, that's exactly what happened. Yeah. So bought a brand new game. Not Pikmin, not Zelda, but I played the Baldur's Gate. So I'm playing 2 RPGs right now, you guys. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure nothing terrible will happen. And Starfield comes out soon, and I'm all hopped up on Diet Coke from McDonald's. So there you go. I'm a happy boy.
All hopped up.
He's had 2, y'all.
Yeah, 2. The other one's right here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. What have you been playing?
Good luck to you.
Yeah. Good luck to you, Lockleth.
Good luck to you.
Help me, please. I've just been playing Animal Crossing. That's literally all I've been doing.
So are my kids.
A week away from finishing my island. What about your kids?
My daughter Ellie started her very first town in New Leaf. She's playing on the 2DS. And
so fun.
It was wonderful to see her create her little villager there and, type in her name. She can't read, but it's amazing to see a kid who can't read still interact with video games because of like the design of menus and stuff. Like she knows where the confirm button is generally. That kind of stuff is mind boggling. I guess she must know how to spell name because like she gets prompted there. And then she's naming the town and she wanted to call, what did she want to call it? Fish catching. She wanted to call it fish catching. Because that's what I think what she wanted to do. Lincoln's over there. Lincoln's, I caught another fish. I'm like, dude, that's going to happen like the rest of the day if you want. They just keep showing up.
You can just do that.
Yeah. And he's so excited. Another sea bass. Like, yeah, he's just such a, man, that kid's the best.
I would love to have that joy of catching a sea bass. I don't have that joy anymore.
Day. Yeah, he's just like, he wakes up, another day, hooray! Like he's
just so a love for life that's been stamped out of all of us.
Yeah, the right. And I'm like, stay here as long as you can.
Yeah, hang on to that.
Oh man! So Ellie wants to catch some fish, so she wanted to call her town Fish Catching, and I was. Spelling it out for her. She's trying to find all the letters on the keyboard. And we get as far as Fish Cat for the fish catching. And we thought that was funny. So the town is now named Fish Cat. And I think that is adorable. Totes adorbs, y'all.
Did she run out of characters? Is that why?
I think we just got bored of the spelling. It just took too long.
So we more than a couple seconds.
We got like 7 letters in, and we were good. Yeah,
fish cats.
We probably would have ran out of letters, but yeah, that was enough. And we just thought that was the bee's knees. The fish cat was the bee's knees. It's good stuff. Anyway, sorry I interrupted.
No, you're fine. I wish I could play like New Leaf like on stream or something, because that game is so much fun. Like the personalities of like the villagers, like they're all sassy and stuff, and even though you can't like decorate the town, like that plus Animal Crossing New Horizons together.
Next time.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll get them next time.
Get them next time. Like next year.
You still gotta have a new Switch for the next island, but you could have both those games smashed together at least.
Lachlan, have you ever thought about getting like a tripod set up and just like aiming it down like at the 2DS?
I have one video on my channel.
I remember that,
of me doing that, and the glare of me just being like is not cute. Let me just say, the double chin on a Tuesday, double chinned up on a Tuesday.
That's right.
It's too much for me, so I did not do an additional video. But yeah,
so no full stream of that incoming is what you're saying.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Guys, I got to see, again, speaking of like just childish wonder, on Lincoln's Island he has apples, and on Ellie's Island she has oranges. And Lincoln took one look over at Ellie's Island, said, I don't have oranges. I'm like, you could trade. You could get oranges and then you can plant them. I'm just like seeing the wheels kind of turn and everything click, and it's like, this is awesome. This is better than playing the game. Just like watching them kind of come to realize. And I haven't, because you can't travel to each other's town on the first day, so Ellie's just kind of getting started. But I feel like this is better than me playing the game. Watching them go like, oh, if they plant somebody else's fruit, you actually sell it for more, and it's a whole thing. And I love it. It's very fun. It's nice.
That's the magic of it. The magic of Nintendo lives on in your children.
Yeah,
and it's
in their modded 2DSs.
Yep. Oh my goodness. I just want to talk about one thing. I'm still playing Disney Illusion Island.
Nice.
Almost done with that. Still enjoying that thoroughly. Still liking that quite a lot. Thoroughly.
It's aggressive.
Yeah. Well, I had some people in the Discord. People were very nice in the community saying like, hey, I appreciate you talking about it extensively last week, because I think now I'm going to pick it up for my kids or whatever. So it was really cool to see people kind of like give that game the time of day, because I feel like it's getting slept on by a lot of people.
I'm sorry.
No, look, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hang on, what were you saying? I was just reading this instruction booklet.
Yeah, from your 2012 Wii game.
Well, trying to figure out who he can kill off and forget about.
Aww.
Yeah. Who's going to Ingrid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's an Ingrid in the game, she is done for.
Oh, yeah. On site. Mm-hmm. On site, as they say. I want to talk to y'all quickly about this game called Ys Origin. Okay.
I'm glad you said that, because there's just a Y and an S.
Yeah, it's just a Y and an S. You say it like Ys. Yeah, Ys. This is a long-running series. It's been going on for like 40 years or something like that. I felt there was a disturbance in the force. Ryan Turford went on break, and so the universe needed a carpool host to play a weird RPG, and it chose me. The universe chose me. You too, I guess, but like that one's a little more. It's a little more mainstream.
This isn't that weird. Okay. Yeah, this isn't weird enough.
It's a little more mainstream than Ys. I would say that the last story is, well, maybe they're on the same tier. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, you'll have to let me know.
Let's just do that for the rest of like the entirety of the show. Whatever we say we're excited about, whatever.
Excited. But I do a podcast. I play Wii games.
I like Diet Coke from McDonald's.
I put the rubber on.
But this series, I've never played any of these games, and I saw this one come up. It came up on like Twitter. Somebody was talking about this series. I was like, I should try one of those. So I looked it up, like what's a good like starting point for it. And this one, it's $20 on the eShop. And this game rules. It is so good. I am having such a good time with it. It's like a quick, snappy, I think How Long to Beat has it at like 8 hours for your first play. You just go through it. It's digestible. You can do multiple playthroughs and there's multiple characters, but you can go straight through it, no fuss, and like it is the most like fast-paced like action RPG. It is so much fun. It's like rock solid 60 frames. I'm loving it. The music's incredible. It's great, man. It's really good. So I just wanted to shout that out. Ease Origin. I think you would like it, Sean. I probably would. I think you could go in there and like you don't have to like the story is there, but you don't have to concern yourself too much. It's more about the characters than the story. Like I'm playing as this girl who's like she's like sweet and innocent, but she's got this big like flaming axe. Nice. And she can just like charge through. Yeah, that's right. You can just charge through and just like slay these. It's like soup. You can like jump around. You're like bouncing around like a pinball, just killing and whirlwinding around these enemies. Yeah. And it's just a lot of fun, man. I'm having a good time. The boss fights are like so cool and imaginative. Like I don't know, like it was one of those things where I'd always been familiar with this series enough to like kind of like get a sense for like, oh, this is like a weird like RPG, probably not for me. But then coming into it and being like, oh, this is very for me. Ooh. Like that never happens to me anymore. Like getting like genuinely surprised by like a long-standing franchise, that never happens to me. So
that was Tales. That was Tales for me. Tales of Berseria, Tales of Arise. Yep. Definitely. Like, ooh, okay.
I get it. I see. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah. So it's been a total treat. And now I'm looking at, I was talking to a buddy of mine who's a big Ys fan. And I know Kevin's a big Ys fan as well, Kevin Ainsworth. I'm like, where should I go next? Like play Ys 8. And I'm looking at Ys 8 and it's like this rad, like it looks kind of like Xenoblade, like it's third person open world kind of thing, but it's way faster. You're like running around like parkouring over this tropical island. It looks sick, man. I love it. Yeah, parkour. Yeah, I'm way into it.
Tell me about the accents. What kind of accents are we talking about here?
There in Ys Origin, there is no voice acting. It is a make up your own old school kind of thing. Make up your own. I think there's voice acting in the other ones, but this one it's like an old school kind of thing. And like I love the notion of like an arcadey JRPG, which is like what this is. It's like an arcadey. It feels like it belongs on the Dreamcast or something. Just this fast-paced, like it's so fun. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm ready for this to become my entire personality. I'm liking it quite a lot. So
well, maybe the next thing that you can play is Yves Guillemot from Ubisoft. Maybe that's what you play next.
Just play him.
Just play the.
Just the man. He's like, "Hello,
thank you for playing
me." Hello, you are now playing Yves Guillemot.
Another game that I played last week, y'all. In case you were curious, I'm going to stop this conversation here. Is Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara. I forgot about it completely.
Oh yeah.
I played that last week and I actually raged a little bit.
I saw.
It's hard.
Cozy rage.
Yeah, it's like a platformer and I suck at platformers apparently because it was a little difficult. It's like a speed runner. Like you're supposed to have like a fast time and like that's not my speed.
Oh, not your speed.
Nope.
Yeah. That one looked cute though. I like the characters and yeah.
It runs well and stuff and like the controls were fine, but yeah, it's just it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Like Neon White similarly, but without the guns.
Just play Neon White.
Neon White. Like, what are we doing with all these other games? Just play Neon White. How do you make Neon White, by the way? How do you make white neon? What are colors?
Forget it.
What color is your shirt, Sean?
I don't know. Like, I think it's blue, but like my dog probably thinks it's gray. Like, I don't know. I don't even have a dog.
Or do I?
Exactly. I have a cat. But he wouldn't call himself that, you know? So, like, who knows anymore? What is real?
What is a cat? It's just a sound we make with our voices, and we understand what it means.
Yep. Hyperventilating, me and Lachlan over here, just
I'm done.
trying to contain. Why are y'all here?
Goodness. Why are y'all here?
Yeah, why are you here?
Should we get into some questions before we get to Pokemon Presents? Pin it. We have a couple of non-Pokemon questions that we should get to first. I want to bring in Clayton Dwyer, who asks, what's your dream DLC for a Switch game? Mine would be Ring Fit Adventure DLC themed around other Nintendo franchises. Just any DLC for Animal Crossing. You know, any that's Lachlan's answer.
Anything.
Yeah.
Just give me anything.
Got him. Had to do it to him. Yeah. Yeah, had to do it to him. You know, it's funny. Like my quote unquote dream DLC is really just like, it's more so the stuff that I'm surprised we didn't get DLC for. Like, how did we not get Mario Party DLC? How did we not get more Animal Crossing DLC,
my gosh, yes. Mario Party, definitely. It's outrageous. Like, I'm sitting here playing it like I'm going to unlock something. Like, surely there are more boards or games, and surely there isn't or aren't. No, good call.
Whatever you like.
Dream DLC for me, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but this is the only way that it's going to ever happen, at least in my messed up brain, is DLC for Super Mario 3D World is Super Mario 3D Land. Just bring it all, bring the 3DS game in as DLC. That would be incredible. I'll buy 2. Please.
Yeah, I'll buy that at a high price.
I'll buy
That'd be great.
High price. Yeah.
I want to see more of that. I want to see just bring in like those 3DS games, just make that DLC and attach it to other stuff. Why not?
Animal Crossing. We were just talking about it.
Yeah. Would you be happy with that, Lachlan, if they just said, hey, sorry, there's no DLC, but New Leaf is now DLC for New Horizons. You can now just have that.
I would love that.
Send that over to Dougie Fresh. Let him know. What
maybe Splatoon could get like a new mode or anything interesting at all.
There's DLC coming. There's that side order.
Oh yeah, they have DLC coming. Oh, I'm sorry. How could I forget?
How could you forget?
Yeah, silly me.
Sean, there's a Splatfest this weekend. How could you forget?
It's not French toast, waffles, or pancakes, so I'm not interested.
Which should be the Splatfest. Just in our community alone, the sheer, the feud that has been going on is long-standing. A little violent.
Too violent. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think blood has been shed.
Dangerous. Blood has been shed. People start like creating their own factions and warring in the streets, throwing the food at each other. It's all sticky.
Yeah, you see me and Yon 32 with like some bandanas with French toast on them walking around.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Yeah.
Just powdered sugar everywhere.
Oh yeah. Very good.
Oh, that's what was happening when I was streaming Baldur's Gate this weekend, and Lincoln comes downstairs and he's like, "You will not believe what is for breakfast." Like, he was stoked about this. Chelsea made some like Dutch style pancakes with powdered sugar and raspberry jam, like homemade raspberry. It was incredible. And he came down just like, "You have got to see this." So I ended the stream and we had delicious pancakes, but not like your regular not how you guys are picturing it. Right. Apparently they're Dutch style, which I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if I'm being offensive. I don't know if it's like pulling the blanket over somebody else's head and letting one rip. That's a Dutch oven, I think, actually.
That's a Dutch oven.
That's something else.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I hate it here. I hate it so much. I hate it.
Anyway, what were we talking about? DLC? Dream
I don't
DLC?
even know.
Yeah, DLC. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted more DLC for stuff that didn't get it, I guess, is really where
none of it got it.
Yeah. It was surprising.
John.
So
I'm done.
Okay. Let's move on. Thank you, ScheiGuy, who has changed his Discord handle to thank you, ScheiGuy.
Thank you, ScheiGuy.
By the way. Thank you, ScheiGuy. Says, what's your personal response when gaming becomes a source of stress instead of a source of fun and relaxation? What's your response?
Well, I ask myself, is this for content? And if so, then I continue to stress myself out playing it. If it's not for content, I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, that's it.
That's fair. Games are supposed to be fun after all. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? I think, and this is something that I think people could learn from you, Sean, because I feel like you, over the past year or so, have really like unconcerned yourself with, doing anything other than exactly what you want to do. The last story on Wii, and I think that is commendable.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I'm playing on the Wii U, a disc version of this game, and every time something loads, which is very often, you hear that disc go like, and kind of like it's like a DJ, like the Wii U is like DJ Wii U. You can hear it like spinning it in there, and yeah, man, I don't know. Like I've had a weird blend because there's been some games I've been playing day one, and you and I spent 10, 12 hours playing Zelda together that first day. We had science going and everything. But yeah, other times I'm playing stuff like this. I guess I'm playing the last story. So, I was talking to Drellesh about this too. It occurred to me recently that stressing over like an abundance of great things is maybe one of the dumbest things that we could ever possibly do. Like, oh my gosh, there's too many games. How am I ever going to get to them all? Oh my God, like what a world we live in. There's just so many fun things that I want to do. That is so stupid. And I do it more than most. I stress out over the little things better than anyone. It's so stupid. It is so dumb. So, and I say that kind of jokingly, but I get it. I've been there, and I want to encourage people to really notice when it does happen, to stop it. It's really silly. Games are definitely meant to be fun. So yeah, how you go about that, I think, is individual to each person. But I bet you didn't expect me to go into a full-on Donald Trump, I'm better than you at stressing out over games.
I'm sorry, I'm just hung on that. I'm just stuck on that. I love the idea of Trump having a backlog. Like, what's on Trump's backlog?
My backlog's better than yours. It's terrific.
They look at that guy, they say, wow, he's got the best backlog, better than all the others. Oh my God. What would be on Trump's backlog, man?
Miles, Amanda, get ready. We're gonna need a third pretty soon here.
There was a story that came out recently where somebody had the occasion to play Super Smash Brothers with Barack Obama, and apparently he mains Captain Falcon.
What?
Yeah, I saw that. Like I saw that story come out. Apparently he plays Captain Falcon in Smash.
I love that.
So
that's great.
I'm wondering.
He's just like us.
He really is.
Yeah, he is just like
the president.
Except
he's a president.
Oh my gosh. Very, very dumb show.
It's a library named after him.
What do you, I mean, I guess, well, Lachlan, you kind of weighed in on this one. I don't know, like for me, I think I'm kind of with you, Lachlan. Like if it's, there are definitely some games that I have played for the sake of like content, and I'm trying to be better about that, because like there's certain things where I'm like, I don't like this, like I'm just gonna stop playing this now. I don't like it, it's making me angry. That was Advance Wars actually for me when it came out. I played it for a good like 10 hours, and I had played through the first of the 2 games, and at a certain point I was like, I just don't like this, man. Like I'm trying, like I've given it like a fair shake, and like if I make myself keep playing this, it's gonna be a miserable experience for me. I'm going to wind up liking it less and less, to where when I finally come on and talk about it, I'm just going to be crapping all over it in sheer rage. You know what I mean? So like, I would just rather like understand my limit and walk away, you know? So yeah.
That's what I should have done with The Last of Us Part 2. I should have known better. Just quit.
Yeah. Just quit while you're ahead sometimes. Yeah. If something's making you unhappy, like just
that game is
playing.
Designed to make you not happy.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, be miserable. Play this game. Have fun.
That's why I haven't played it yet. It came out like right in that kind of COVID, you know, and I was like, I don't want to play
Everything's miserable anyways.
Yeah. I'll play it eventually, but not right now.
I will say, with going that route for me, like Celeste and like Hollow Knight, they're actually like, I know by the end of it, I'll feel accomplished, and like the Hollow Knight like story and stuff, I've actually enjoyed that part of it, and like the art of both games, I really enjoy, and the music. But like if I was playing it on my own, I would have given up a long time ago. But because I'm making it into something, it's forcing me to play it. And I don't know, I feel like there's gonna be like, I feel accomplished and feel glad that I finished it at the end of it, but it's just getting there. for me.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
Celeste
one. Like,
for sure. Celeste for sure.
Well, that's also like the story of Celeste too, though,
right?
Which is interesting. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's because I feel like it's difficult to differentiate these things, but there are games that are going to be difficult. They're going to push back on you, whether they're like the mechanics of it are difficult or if it's puzzle solving or whatever it is. But then there's just some games, like sometimes it can just be stressful to even like fit gaming into your life too, or to just like, so you feel like you're almost forcing yourself to play it, whether it's for content or to try to get to the ending of the game, or just because you think you should play a game today. And I've definitely been there. Like I've been like, I should try to squeeze in some game time. So like for whether it's creating stream content or video content, or even just for me to be able to say I played a game this week, that was the thing that I used to do, where I'm like, I should probably play something just to say that I did. And that's silly, you know? So I get this from a lot of different angles. And yeah, it's meant to be fun time, really. So I don't know. I feel like it can kind of present in a couple of different ways, not just games that are hard. It's whether or not you can actually fit it into your lifestyle.
Or if you want to at all. Like there have been days where like I'll have a free day and I've thought to myself, I should play a game right now. And then you start to think like, well, why? Like, why should you? Why do you feel like you should? If that's not what you want to do, if that's not like jumping out at you immediately, then you probably don't actually want to do it. And maybe you just want to do, it's actually okay to just do nothing sometimes.
Totally. Yeah.
You know? So just lie there sometimes. And you know what? Like sometimes that's what you need. And I have stints like that where it's like, you know what, today I'm just going to my wife and I last weekend, we just binged the Twisted Metal show. Like we didn't play anything. We just sat there and just watched Twisted Metal, like, and just didn't like. And I haven't done that, like just starting and finishing a whole show in like a sitting like that in a long time. And like, I don't know, man. There's something gratifying about that.
It makes it when a game does hit, like if you are able to ever take those breaks and not feel compelled to play like all the time just for whatever reason. And then when something does hit, you're like, yes, this is what I've been searching for. This is good.
That was Zelda for me. That was Tears of the Kingdom for me. Like for the first half of the year, I was like, nothing's really doing it. And then I was like, oh, right, I do love video games still. Oh, right, I can be the guy who stays up until 3 a.m. and forgoes sleep playing games, you know. So that was what it was for me, for sure. So, you know, do what makes you happy, I guess. TLDR. Yeah. Okay. Should we talk about Pokemon? Should we talk about
I don't have to. If you guys want. You don't seem like you want to.
I kind of don't, but we should. Which maybe gets back to what we were just talking about. But no, we should. We should talk about
do
Pokemon.
What makes you happy. Let's talk about this garbage.
Also, let's talk about this thing we all hate. I want to talk about this, you know, openly, because I know that there are people in the community. We got a ton of questions about it. I know that people want to talk about the Pokemon Presents. We got one this morning. It was 35 minutes long. A long Pokemon Presents. Like that's like Nintendo Direct length almost, right? So there was a lot of speculation leading up to it. They had this mysterious teaser when they announced it. Oh my God, the flash, like the M's flashed and became neon, and there was 2 of them. What's going to happen with Mewtwo? Blah, blah, blah. And then we tune in this morning. There's all this speculation and hype. Are they going to put the Game Boy games on NSO? And then we watch it, and like, I gotta, like, the past couple of Pokemon Presents have been so like 6 a.m. work Zoom call energy that like I just cannot make myself care. Like it is so dry, and like just the lack of information and announcements, like it's not great, y'all. It's not great. But
we have
not at all.
PlayStation what is it? Pokemon Stadium 2.
Yeah.
On NSO.
When the
playing
highlight,
card game.
When the highlight of the whole thing was the shadow drop of NSO games, things are in a bad way. That was the highlight of the entire presentation.
So I just went to like go search, because I didn't watch it. So, I have
You're
a ton
good.
to
You don't
add
have
here.
to.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So I went to go search for it. So I opened up, I actually went to Twitter first for some reason, but I'm glad that I did, because the first thing that I see here is Drew Agnew from the House of Mario reacting to it. And he's so mad. He's just like announcement, and he's just like, woof. It's just, this is telling me all I need to know. Yeah, he's falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
He's just looking around like, what is this?
It was rough. And it had a lot of the usual suspects like we've seen with these Pokemon Presents, which is, let's have our block where we talk about the mobile games. Let's talk about like Pokemon Go and Unite and now Sleep and Masters EX. They also announced like 3 different animated series, which is fine. Like, and I try to like measure, because Pokemon means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. It's not just core video games. So I try to look at it that way. If you are a Pokemon trading card game fan, there was something in here for you. They talked about the World Championships happening in Japan this week or whatever. There's stuff going on there. If you are somebody who likes those mobile games, there is something in here for you, right? But
Seth
if you
truly does not care.
But I don't care about any of that. I don't care about any of that. I just wanted some damn video games.
Make good.
Please. Like, I just wanted even the trailer that we got for Detective Pikachu 2, which is like one of my most anticipated games of the year. I loved the first one. I'm super excited for the second one. There's like no new, I thought they were going to say, and there's a demo available today or something.
Now you know the names of all the family. His sister's name and his name and
it's just nothing. Like, it's just nothing. And I don't, and it's one of those things too, where we come into like the final block of the presentation, the final like portion where it's talking about like, get excited for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. The core game is still busted. It's busted and y'all haven't fixed it. It's been out for almost a year and you want me to spend $35 on your new DLC? Like, I'm sorry.
Sean's like, I told you.
You bought it already. You bought it. You bought the game already. You all bought the. You have yourselves to. It's actually your fault. So.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah,
we bought it before we knew it was broken.
No, there were reviews out. There was, and we talked about. Anyway, it's in the past. It's in the past. Whatever. I just feel like I'm on the right side of history with that one. That's all I'm gonna say. Didn't buy it. I have.
Well, you did buy it. You like returned it, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
Totally. So you know what? Hopefully
shut up.
That counts against.
How about you just.
Yeah, we got. Sir. Sorry, Mr. Ishihara or whatever. We got a negative sale on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
This guy returned it.
Take it back.
Maybe he understands.
Yeah, it's upsetting to me because they like. And I wouldn't care as much if the game was worse. If Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was just like a garbage fire, like the game sucks, like the story's not there, the music, like if they had the time to polish that game, it would be the best Pokemon game.
Yeah,
straight up.
True.
Like straight up. And that drives me crazy. It just makes me so upset that like you could tell that Game Freak like cares about that game and wants to make it like something good and special, but they can't. Like they have to succumb to the Pokemon machine. By the way, in the new trailer for the DLC, the Pokemon Company stole music from a fan who did a remix of the music, and they just used it. And I understand that legally that they are allowed to, because it's a remix of their music, but it doesn't excuse the fact that the biggest entertainment IP on the planet is allowed to just steal fan creations without credit. Like that, it's crazy. What's happening?
You know what? I'm so glad that Seth is the most angry person on the show this week. It's not me for
loving
once.
this. I am loving this.
I am not normally this crunchy. I apologize.
The amount of Italian hand pointing that has happened audio listeners, if you're just listening, the amount of pointing.
I'm worked up. I'm sorry. I'm worked up.
I'm sorry, Seth. What were you hoping for? What did you have expectations or like
something amazing? I guess.
Yeah.
I was just hoping for, like, honestly, and I said this in the Discord. I've never seen this side of you, Seth, says Adam in the chat. Yeah, I don't normally get like this. Honestly, I think that it is inexcusable and actually disgusting. I will go as far as to say disgusting how they have continued. The game has been out for like 9 months, y'all. In November, it'll be a year. They promised, they openly and publicly promised that they were going to fix this game. And they're coming out, they're not addressing it at all. So honestly, the number one thing they could have done today is they could have said, hey, like, look, we understand, we're still working on it. Here's the roadmap. Here is when the patch is coming. The one that you're waiting for, the one that is going to stabilize this busted game, the one we promised last year, it is coming on this date, and then you can be excited about this DLC. But they don't care about any of that. They don't care about any of that. They know that the people who are going to buy that DLC are going to buy it regardless of if they put out that patch at all, ever. You know? So it's just gross. Like, like, I don't like feeling this way about Pokemon. That franchise used to mean a lot to me when I was a kid. You know, that used to be a magical place for me to escape. And now it's this gross, like, corporate machine that just chews you up and spits you out, man. It sucks. So, anyways, I'm getting worked up over here.
I'm here for you, Seth. I don't want to get in your way. I'm liking this.
Listen.
Like, don't let me stop you,
Pokemon. Like, man.
You're right to feel this way, though. I just want to say, because I get worked up over stuff like you can't save a second island on Animal Crossing. That is outrageous. It is ridiculous. You got to buy a second console and a second game for it to. That's stupid. Okay, that's really dumb. And I bet you thought you were going to get away one episode without me bringing it up. Well, you didn't. I still brought it up today.
And I'm still unbothered.
Obviously, Lachlan. Who do we have on the show this week? Lachlan 1, 2, or 3?
I don't know yet.
Who has signed in? Yeah, exactly.
Probably 3.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought that was you. 3.
There are 3 Lachliths.
I'm glad. I don't like seeing you in distress, Seth. At all. Yeah. But you're right to feel this way. And I think the thing that really chafes me is, like, it should be great. It's the biggest franchise. You don't like seeing anybody mail in anything, you know? We can mail it in, but we don't, you know? Yeah. But the Pokemon company, like, you want them to be able to do, like you said, something amazing, I guess. So I get it. Like, they should be better. If you have so much potential, if only you applied yourself, Pokemon company.
It feels like it feels like this, like the active stifling of creativity in the service of money. Like, that's what it feels like, because that game, Scarlet and Violet, truly has something to say. Like, there is a story there. There is incredible, like, world building and music. I think it is like the strongest, like, generation of designs we've seen in years and years. Like, it is a special game underneath it all, but they don't have time to make it. So you have this, like, stable of artists that are, you know, basically being forced to make these games under duress. And it's gross, man. And they have to do it so that the anime can keep rolling, so that the cards and the plushies can keep rolling. And, like, it's worse than Call of Duty. Like, the people who, like, we used to bag on Call of Duty for the annualization and stuff like this, but at least Call of Duty, for as successful as it is, and it's still, like, one of the most successful games each year when it comes out, they trade off teams. Those teams are still getting years to create these games. Game Freak is being, like, forced to just churn these things out. Let's keep it going, baby. And it's not even like, they're not even content when they're hiring somebody like Ilka to make Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. They're not even content to let that have space to breathe. Let's put out 3 games in the span of a year. Why not? You know, like, because all 3 of those games are going to enter the top 10 best-selling software on Switch. And, like, it's crazy, man. Yeah, Yeah.
Why would they do any different though? There is no incentive for them.
There's no reason not to. Yep.
Just keep pooping them out. Adam in the chat said, imagine if they let another studio make a Pokemon game, which would be your choice? And Antics beat me to it, actually. He said Monolith Soft. Like, can you imagine I think it was Stealth, is it Stealth 40K Stealth on Twitter?
Yeah.
Was just pointing out like the pedigree at Monolith Soft. Like, what a studio. Let them make anything. Let them at least lead or assist on all games, honestly. But that'd be my choice. I feel like nothing else really could stand up. Although who's making the Pokemon wannabe game? What were we talking about? There's like another game. It's like exactly like Pokemon. I can't remember what it's called. One? There's like it's a blatant ripoff.
It's not Digimon. It's
new. It's I feel like it's like an indie kind of thing.
Maybe Matt would know. Matt's played it, I'm pretty sure.
Pokemon. Yeah. I don't know, man. Well, and the reason they don't do that is because they don't have to spend that kind of money to bring in they don't have to spend money to say, hey, Monolith Soft, come in and assist with this game. They don't have to. They can just literally crack the whip and just say, hey, get to work, churn this thing out, and it's going to sell 20 million copies anyways, so who cares? And Pal World, is that
Pal World, that's the one. Yep. Okay. It's like the Canadian version of it.
Okay.
Gun?
Yeah,
the Pal World.
That's
not the guns.
Oh, okay.
Canadian Pokemon is Poke-A-mon.
Poke-A?
That's what that Poke-A-mon.
That's amazing. Yeah. That was a good one. Good one, Seth.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. We have some Pokemon related questions before I get on another rant.
Good job. Good
Okay.
rant.
Thank you. I don't like feeling.
You feel better?
I kind of do, actually. Yeah. It felt kind of good to get that off my chest, actually.
Good.
Okay. First question from Fulia. Now, I'm just a casual fan of Pokemon, and honestly, if the Pokemon Presents announced that they were making Pokemon-themed shoes as merch, I'd be more inclined to play the games. What merch would you like to see that is Pokemon-themed, and would it make you play the games? What Fulia is referring to here, there's a moment in the Presents where they go to talk about Pokemon Go. And
I thought it was merch, yeah.
Right. In the beginning of the trailer, it's showcasing these different shoes that are like... Yeah, they're like, the shoes are designed after the different generations of Pokemon. They look cool. I was like,
they look like 5-minute crafts.
I was like,
Wow.
But I was like, is this about to be some Pokemon shoes? Is that like what they're announcing? I would have been more excited about that. But no, like what merch would you like to see that is Pokemon themed, and would it make you play the games? Is there any merch?
What would make Seth play the games is they fix the game. Forget
that'd
merch.
Be nice.
Like,
yeah, that'd be good.
maybe
good.
Less. Maybe expect less first.
Yeah,
that might be
unfortunately. Yeah.
If they made like a watch, like a legitimate watch, kind of like a Fitbit that kind of does similar things like an Apple Watch does, but like Pokemon themed.
Good one.
Oh, I would be all over that.
It's a good one.
You could use it in Pokemon Go. I would love it.
They had a thing for Pokemon Go, didn't they? Didn't they have a?
Was it a watch?
Pokemon Plus.
Was it like a clip?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know.
It's a little thing that you like stick in your pocket or something like it. Costs like $50. Yeah. I don't know. What do you, Sean? Is there any Pokemon merch that you want?
I'm such a child, you guys. The first thing that came to mind with this question. No, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know if I'm thinking the same thing. It's not dirty at all. It's
okay.
You know how they have like the race car beds for children? I want like a Snorlax bed. Like just a giant like or an entire like suite of bedding that is Snorlax and Snorlax themed, Snorlax adjacent, like pillowcases and duvet covers and blankets and things like that. I think that'd be pretty sweet. A Snorlax water bed, maybe.
Oh God.
Dude, you said duvet cover. I thought for the briefest moment that you said bidet, and just like a Squirtle bidet or something would be pretty good. Just get that.
Magikarp.
Just Magikarp
just going up there and flopping around.
Splash.
Yeah. Magikarp use splash.
Magikarp, like for your, like your goldfish, like your fish tank. Like put a little like, like the little toys they with the bubbles that come out and maybe a Magikarp little like, or a variety of water type Pokemon things for your fish tank. You guys ever have a fish tank? You ever have tropical fish or goldfish?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Love that. Love some tropical fish.
Yeah.
For me, it's vinyl. I want vinyl. I want the
That's a better
Pokemon
answer.
music to be. I mean, like we've talked about this on the show, man. Like the Pokemon and Nintendo in general. That's the easiest money they could possibly make is to sell Nintendo vinyl. Don't understand why they don't do it.
Yeah, music.
So, yeah. So I want Pokemon vinyl.
I want lab coats. I want to be a professor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just give me a Pokemon lab
Welcome
coat.
back. That's what I always think of when I think
Oh,
of
and Eric says, joins video, Squirtle bidet, leaves video.
Welcome to the Nintendo Drive, Eric. That's my co-host on All In. Oh my gosh. Okay. The next question comes to us from the Muffin Mon. Since Nintendo won't give it to us, what 2 Pokemon deserve to be the star of the next Let's Go games? Can be any generation. So Kevin's referring to, of course, we had Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. What should be the 2 Pokemon that represent the next Let's Go generation? Let's go?
Gengar.
Let's go.
Just Gengar? Let's go Gengar?
I was just going to throw one out there.
Yeah, Babar. Yeah. I mean, usually it's like related to the starters, right? Which is weird because you wind up leaving one of them out. Maybe that's why they haven't done it. Maybe they're like,
what do you mean that the Let's Go is related to the starters?
Yeah, because like we had like a middle ground with Pikachu and Eevee because it was based on like Pokemon Yellow ultimately. But like the other ones, right? If they were to do Gold and Silver, there's no like 4th outlier starter Pokemon that you could sort of tether it to, you know? So I don't know. I don't know.
Let's go not cute or semi-cute. I would pick Ninetales because that's my favorite Pokemon.
Nice.
So if I want to stay within Gen 1, Blastoise would be the other one. Like let's go with like
Blastoise.
massive, like legit
Torterra.
ones instead of the cutesy side. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest with you, if they do another Let's Go, and I actually really liked Pokemon Let's Go. I thought it was actually quite good.
Let's go.
I would kind of like it if they just ditched the notion of it needing to be like 2 Pokemon or whatever. Like just tie it to like a generation. Like everybody's thrown out the Let's Go Johto, you know, thing for Gen 2. That would be great. Like I am surprised actually because those games did really well too. It sold like 15 million plus copies or something. And they were great. Like it was a high quality remake of Gen 1. My only real complaint with it is that you can't play with the Pro controller. That kind of sucked, but but
you have to wonder if it sold so well because it was Pikachu or Eevee. Like if we're choosing one, like what is that popular? Like they just ranked it like top 2 most popular Pokemon. Like that was it. So what's 3 and 4?
Yeah. Well, it's surprising. There's like if you look at the most popular Pokemon, it's stuff like Greninja is up there. Like, there was a time when Greninja was polling above.
Greninja is like a really good, like strong Pokemon to use. I think is really why he's popular, especially I think in the card game as well. Like he's a really good card to have. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because he looks weird to me. I'm sorry. He looks strange.
Yeah, I mean, I love Greninja,
terrifying.
but Eric and Star Athena both in the chat pointing out that it did so well because of its connection to Pokemon Go and how that was popping off. I mean, Pokemon Go still people are still playing that game.
Yeah, they could still do it.
Yeah, they could still pull it off, I think, you know. So
I want Psyduck. I want Psyduck and Magikarp. Those are my Let's Go Psyduck.
That is such a great answer.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude,
I did
it. I think that's a great answer.
Psyduck.
I think that Psyduck has long deserved to get the yes. I love how in the Detective Pikachu movie, like they're just having to keep him calm the whole time, like Serenity now, Serenity now.
That's me playing Celeste.
Yeah, that's Psyduck is a great answer, Sean. I think Psyduck deserves the time in the limelight.
I want a movie for Psyduck. Like I want to know his story.
We're getting that Pokemon Concierge show, that stop motion show that has a Psyduck as like her main partner. So that should be cool. But Eric's got a great answer. Let's go Team Rocket with Coughing and Ekans.
Whoa.
That's a great answer. I would love to see, like, I loved it when the trading card game back in the day had that Team Rocket set with all the like dark Pokemon, like you get Dark Squirtle and stuff. That was cool.
What, Wobbuffet and Meowth? What about those two guys?
Yeah,
I like
do that.
a lot.
What's the big pink bear guy that always?
Oh yeah. Is it just
Werebear? Beware? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
does he turn into Werebear? I don't know.
Something like that.
He's like a giant pink bear.
Yeah.
In the show, he would always pick up Team Rocket and run away with them.
That'd be pretty good. I like that.
Loads up Pokemon
I Can't See
Go.
says, give me just a Pokemon game. No trainers. You can control any Pokemon Lego style. That's a cool idea. Where you can just like pull up a menu and just play as any of the Pokemon.
Beware, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that. Well, hopefully we answered that question, Kevin. Somewhat satisfactorily.
Well, we did.
Yeah.
We definitely answered it.
Miles of Amanda comes in with a question. What is your all-time favorite Pokemon from any gen, and what makes them your favorite? Lachlan tipped your hat a little bit earlier, revealing that Ninetales is your favorite. Why is Ninetales your favorite?
Because Ninetales. Hello.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah. Enough said.
Yeah.
I just love foxes. It's like a fox wolf thing with all the tails. It's fire type, which is my favorite. It's just since day one, that has been my favorite.
Yeah. What's your Sean favorite Pokemon?
I feel like it's boring, but I like Squirtle. He's a turtle and a squirrel. Like I think he's really cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cute, pretty good. Yeah,
there's better. I feel like there's other better answers, but that's like if I'm gonna say my favorite, like it's gonna be Squirtle. I think.
Yeah, Lachlan's pointing to mine. Mine's Gengar.
Yeah.
Always has been, always will be. What's that? Togepi?
Yes, that's my
Togepi's
other
good. I do like Togepi, but yeah, Gengar, like for me, like I remember playing that game when I was a kid, and the intro cutscene where you see Gengar there, and I was like, what is that? Like what like that thing, like the spikes on its back, like that face, like what is that? I love how Gengar's design is so striking that you could just see his eyes and his mouth and you know it's Gengar immediately. You don't even have to see a body.
Yeah, it's
like
good
just
call.
the red eyes, the big smile, you know. So I've always loved Gengar, man. And that, like playing that original, I was like, I need to know how to get that Pokemon. And I've always felt an attachment. My team, whenever there's a new generation of Pokemon, it is all like new generation Pokemon and Gengar. Like that is my party, basically. So
I don't like. By the way, for anybody who doesn't listen to all the things that I do, I don't ever like picking one favorite ever of all the things. It's too hard. Like favorite movie, like that's why I just say my favorite movie is Armageddon, because it's like, look, I cannot decide. Armageddon gets it. If it's got to be a thing, like then that's it. But like. There are, how many Pokemon are there? There's like 1,200.
There's like over 1,000 now, I think. Yeah.
It's over 9,000. Like there's so many good ones. So again, like that's like Squirtle. Okay. Like for the answer, but like a Lola version of Executor is amazing. Just this tall, like palm tree. Just like they're so good. Cubone. Shout out to Cubone. Like I don't even know how to pronounce half of these names.
Dude. Alolan Marowak?
Cubone.
Yes, that was the one I was thinking of.
Yes. So cool how it's like a Hawaiian like fire twirler.
Yeah, like a voodoo kind of
vibe. So cool, man. I love that. Yeah.
My daughter loves Jinx, which I just want to give a shout out to. Jinx is such a weird Pokemon, but like she likes all the weird ones. She likes Muck and Wobbuffet. Like so a lot of my love for Pokemon comes from like my kids' love for Pokemon as well. I don't know. It's so funny, man. So good.
Yeah, man. I really love. It was actually quite genius. Where I think they debuted this with Sun and Moon with the Alolan variants, but the idea of taking old Pokemon and seeing how they are in other regions is so cool.
Good. Yeah,
so cool and smart. I really like that. So cool. Yeah. So
Alola Doug Trio.
with the hair.
With the long, like
oh my god,
long hair.
So good.
Yeah. Really good. There's actually, I will say, oh, it's so good. The flowing locks, man.
That looks like
so
I
good.
made it up. Like that's something that I would draw.
Yeah.
This sweet
100%.
hair.
And I will say something positive about today's Pokemon Presents. We got to see a new version of Applin, which is just called Diplin, and it's pretty good. It looks like a dipped caramel apple. That's pretty good. I will give it that.
I Diplined out of the stream at that point.
Oh, but then we saw the Paradox version of the 3 legendary dogs from Gen 2, and they look so stupid. Whale Lord, yes, let's go. Yeah, pretty good.
Let's go.
Okay. We do have a final question from Quagmire, although I feel like we answered it, so I just want to kind of acknowledge it. Quagmire says, do any of the hosts find it weird that Scarlet and Violet is getting substantial DLC support while the base game still has performance issues, glitches that have failed to be addressed, especially since Nintendo publicly apologized for the state of the game? Quagmire, yeah, I think I find it weird. I find it a little weird. Yeah.
I find it
a little weird.
I don't know if I found it weird. I don't know. I don't have strong opinions.
Me neither.
Find it a bit weird, so we'll see.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, I want to love. I truly wish that there was no barrier between me and my love of Pokemon. I wish I could love Pokemon with no asterisks, you know? So
I will say, even though it was not the best Pokemon Presents, and they need to fix certain things. On the like anime side of things, like I actually thought the like card game show, like
right.
I thought that looked really interesting. I might actually like watch it when it comes out. Obviously, I forgot about the what's it, the claymation or whatever, stop motion.
Yeah, Concierge.
Did they even bring that one up today?
No, they sure didn't.
I forgot about it entirely. Yeah, I forgot about it entirely. There's another thing that they should have brought up, probably.
Calm your eye twitch. Your eye is twitching.
Yeah. No, they sure didn't. And yeah, they showed the new season of the new like Pokemon anime, like the Paldea one, because now Ash's whole thing is done and stuff. So that's neat.
What if they write him off? What if they kill him off? What if Ash is dead? That's the reason.
For no reason. Like they're just like, he won the championship. Yeah. We could have let him ride off in the sunset, but no. Yeah. Snorlax just crushes him. You see an explosion of blood and bone.
It's so violent. I love it.
Yikes.
Oh, poor Ash.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ash. Anyways, Pokemon Presents. It was a bit of a bummer. And we'll I hope everybody enjoys their free Mew that you can get, because by the way, I didn't even mention this, Sean, how they were teasing Mewtwo and everything. It was to announce that they're happy to announce a new Terra Raid Battle event where you could get a free Mew I have
the code.
Yeah, you got the code.
And
you can use the hashtag my very own Mew. As well, you can get a free Mew through a mystery gift, and then you could take that Mew and fight a Mewtwo in a Terra Raid battle in Scarlet and Violet. That's what they were teasing, Sean.
Cool.
Yeah.
I took a picture of my TV during that part.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm gonna play 2012's The Last Story on the Wii. I'm gonna put it in my Wii U. I'm gonna play that instead.
And by the way, they announced this event with like a Smash Brothers level animated cutscene, like this high quality, ultra detailed like video to announce a stupid Terra Raid battle event.
Might I add, it was very polished, unlike other things.
Oh damn!
That's what I'm saying. Where did that money and time and respect go when making the game? Maybe. So, anyways. Get me off of here, y'all.
I'm sure Nintendo will do something amazing by the time next week's show rolls around, and we can go back to loving Nintendo again.
Yeah, everything's great.
Maybe
we're back to normal. We're all back to normal. It's all great.
I hate it.
Okay.
So do y'all want to see my physical that I just now
Yes,
randomly
please.
picked up off my desk? In light of Pokemon Presents.
In light of recent events.
I forgot I have
Oh,
this
snap.
thing that I never use.
That's a really cool controller.
Controller that you can get at, I got it from Target, but yeah.
Good old Target.
Target.
Kind of looks like that Starfield controller a little bit there.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. Where's your controller?
You got that
Sean?
on deck there, Sean? There it is.
Right there.
Hey,
yeah, pretty
look
similar.
at that.
Mm-hmm.
Similar colors.
Yeah.
Very
There's no difference
70s.
actually. It's identical.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. They
what if
work
I find
the
a
exact
Pokemon
same.
in Starfield?
Find a Pokemon.
That'd be great. What if I find a Pokemon planet in Starfield? That'd be great.
You could.
Stranger things have happened.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Sorry, I just realized I need to get my Switch friend code pulled up. Please continue.
While you do that, Sean, where can people find you on the internet? While you find your code.
Yeah, I am still on the Twitter at Twitter. Actually, just pause for a second. Okay, guys. If you would like, you can dial up to your internet service provider.
Oh.
Have the modem make the sounds. Open your Netscape navigator, point your mouse to the address bar, and type www.twitter.com/Sean Capri. It's Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. And I did not buy myself enough time to bring up my Switch code, but
you can actually type in x.com.
No, you can't.
I done it with mine.
X.com works? No, it does.
Give it to you.
Yep.
Oh, no. Like,
because you can add your handle at the end, like you do twitter.com.
Oh no.
Oh no. Not a Tuesday.
My Switch friend code is SW687902366588. I should remember. I have my Air Miles card memorized. You guys have Air Miles? You guys have Air Miles down there? No?
Yeah, get it tattooed on your forearm there, yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna get all three.
Do it.
just cover. Like you meet somebody like a bar or something, like, yo, what's what's that number mean?
Just three QR codes.
Yeah. At the end of the show, just scan that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
YouTube.com/carpoolgaming. Go ahead and just scan that.
I need a sticker. I need at the very least a sticker. Like, oh, that'd be great. We should just put our friend codes on a shirt.
As a sticker. Sell it, as a sticker, a shirt, carpoolgaming.com. Yeah.
Just the numbers, store. Like in a row. Or like the Matrix style. Like vertical.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I love this.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Cool. That's how you can find me. I think that's it.
That's how you can find Sean.
Seth, how can people find you?
I actually just got in the mail this week an offer from my internet service provider to upgrade my speed. So they're sending me new equipment. So what you're going to have to do is engage with your internet service provider's deal to get a $100 Visa gift card, upgrade your speed, get them to send you a new modem, hook all that up so that you take advantage of the 1 gigabyte download speed that I'll now have access to, and then pull up your web browser and go to www.x.com, I guess, /$2 hero, or go to your Nintendo Switch and add me with the code SW411280613454. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Before y'all follow me on places, I want you to get out your Switch and I want you to go to Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, whichever one you have. I want you to go enter a password in the mystery gift menu in your game, and this is your password: GETYOURMEW. Get your Mew. Add that in there. Get your Mew. Get it. Pokemon Presents said to do it. Go do that, and then you can go to x.com/LocklithTWT to find me.
My dumbass was like trying to spell what you were spelling out, and I was like, Getty Hour, what?
And then you can also add me.
If you rolled right into what it was spelling out, and if you had like even a breath, I'd be like, the hell is that? Getty
Hour?
Giddy arm?
Giddy arm.
Oh,
Giddy arm.
weird.
Ew.
Y'all can also add me on Switch at Lachlan3 at SW7922-8309-2985. But thank y'all for hanging out with us for today's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Before they talk, bump that like button if you haven't already.
Before they talk.
And fuel this carpool in the comments below by giving your least favorite part of the Pokemon Presents earlier this morning.
Oh yeah, bring the heat. Let
go. Us know. Let Seth feel like he's not alone. Let us know your heat in the comments.
I know I'm not alone.
We'll bring it up. We will bring it up next week. Let us know. We want to. Let's start our stream off next week with some hatred. Why not?
Tell us everything you loved about it. Tell us that we missed everything.
Just
tell us
we're totally. I just want to see. I hate it, and then here's why. That's all I want to see.
What if anything did you enjoy about this presentation? Yeah. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Deep.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of the new Nintendo Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like the stream and subscribe here on YouTube and follow us at Carpool Gaming on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you liked what you saw and want more, be sure to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Carpool Gaming.
Deep.